I'm Kison Patel. I'm CEO and founder of DealRoom. We are project management software for managing mergers and acquisitions. Our goal is to make M&A more collaborative and people-focused. A lot of it's mindset. It really comes down to it. So if you think Agile, it's agility. It's really being able to be flexible and responsive. And if you think fundamentally, a typical project and your natural way of doing things is procedural. We create a plan and we go and follow the plan. Now, if you look at it more from an Agile perspective, it's more about being responsive to changes. So I would say that's the big fundamental difference. If you think about one of the core things that's introduced part of Agile in a lot of the different frameworks, because there's a variety of them, it's the concept of a backlog. And it's pretty simple and straightforward. It's creating a list of your tasks and keeping them or maintaining them in descending order of priority. And as you approach the tasks that are more imminent to being worked on, that's when you really detail them out and spend the time to flesh it out. So in software, it's nice where you may create a list of 5 or 6 core features that you need to develop. And you start detailing the first or second one. But the rest you don't really work on, get a detail out until you get closer to it. And if there's a fluctuation, you realize, wait a minute, we assumed that we needed this, but we were dead wrong. We're gonna throw that out. We need to ship this one and bump it up in priority. It doesn't impact anything in your current scope of work. So that's the model really, is to be able to have that adjustability as you go through your process. And we see it apply really well with M&A, because when you're doing diligence today, a lot of people use Excel and they batch things and they're creating these large lists. So you're a buyer and you want 100 different items, requests for information, clarification questions. And when you submit that and you're waiting days for responses, because somebody on the other end is spending the time to meticulously answer every little thing, go to the management team of the company and get all the responses and send it back. And then for the buyer side, some poor guy gets a whole avalanche of work right on his desk. And they go through it and it's a back and forth. There's so much wasted dead time between those steps, where taking more of an Agile approach, having your list in descending order of priority, you may not answer that whole list. You may just do the first 10 or 15, respond, send it, review it, check it off, whatever, and send it back to the other party. But it allows that person to continue their work. It allows them, and they're getting responses to the most important things. So they can come back and maybe get the follow-up responses, and you may get several rounds of those follow-up responses. Within that same time frame, they would get those initial responses. And the reality is, 20 to 40% of those responses don't even get looked at, or initial requests don't even get looked at. So you're saving a lot more effort and really concentrating on the actual valuable work that needs to get done.